I'm here today with the New. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Darius Soltash, aka The New.
So, how was your band formed and what does it consist of?
So The New's actually it's a solo project, and it started in 2017 it was in Brighton. Well, I used to study in Brighton, and then I came home from there, and then I was just working on it at home, really, just like kind of working on the sound like just doing, I don't know, because it started off as like a bit of a band there, but we never really rehearsed or anything like that. And then I was like, I'm going to take this home and like kind of properly work on it. And then came to like I don't know, like halfway through last year, like academically. And then I was like, I might actually like take this somewhere and go to like another college or something like that. Decided to come to Birmingham, and then as soon as I got here, like did a couple of shows around town, and then decided in November to get a session band behind me. And then since then we've just been like gigging, like just doing a lot in the scene. A lot of rehearsing. It's been really fun. To
be fair, so where are your influences like mainly come from?
Influences come from all over the place. I mean, for The New, I'd say like when I was creating it, the things that really inspired it were Crystal Castles. Mainly just for like the synth sounds they had and some of the electronic stuff they had. Like, I saw them play this festival in Budapest like 3 years ago. I'm not gonna lie, it was like
mind blowing, like
incredible. And since then I was just like, I want to do something like that. But I'm also a massive fan of guitar music, and so I was listening to like Jane's Addiction at the time. And then kind of a lot of they just had this massive sound. So then they took an influence of like riffs and stuff like that. But I'm also into like Muse. I'm a big Muse fan, and then other acts as well. Arctic Monkeys took a lot of influence.
I'm glad you said that.
Nice, man. In Excess actually were an act that like I when I first started listening to them, I was like, there was one or two songs where I was just like, this is amazing. But then the rest of it, I was just like, okay, I kind of get what the vibe is. But then, like, they had this, they've got this like INXS remastered album, and it's just like 100 songs, or like the best of INXS. I just put it on, and by the end of it, I was like, these lot are incredible. And then I like did so much really into like Michael Hutchence and stuff, and like what happened to him. And I mean, it's a crazy story, but I was just blown away by the whole thing. And just the way he like carries himself on stage. It like, even like it's like you can hear like the way he carries himself on stage in the music. They've got some Guns in the Sky, and it literally like it's like he's like shouting to you, but like you're seeing him live type thing. The kind of like Prince used to do.
No, I think that's the most important thing nowadays, especially like you get your stage presence right, and you're done, like. So I've seen on your YouTube channel, you've got a few like EPs and stuff. What's your what are they about, like?
So I got this EP I released earlier this year called Keep It a Secret, and I'm not gonna lie, I've always kind of like wanted to have a body of music that I just did everything for. Like I produced it, wrote all the parts for, kind of like what Foo Fighters did in their first record, which is Dave Grohl. And then like the songs, like the inspiration from them comes from like all over the place. Like some of them talk about mental health, some of them talk about like kind of like girls and like relationship issues and all that kind of stuff. And then there's some of the songs that it's just about like having a good time. But like, I just kind of I like the idea of it being like very eclectic. That's one thing about The New that I really wanted it to be kind of. I don't know. It's one of like the main, the main driving force behind it. It's like, for example, right, like. You know, it's on Old Town Road. The whole country trap thing, that kind of combining genres thing. It
worked.
It literally took over the world. This guy Lil Nas just like had that, and the beat wasn't even made by him. I don't think. It's just the way he combined everything together. It was I don't know. I just think that kind of stuff is really cool.
To be fair, I do agree. Like, there's a lot of controversy with that song.
Of course.
But I think the kind of fusion of genres is definitely coming back. Like the jazzy kind of indie stuff is just so popular now. Like, also, have you started writing an album then, or putting it together?
Well, I've got an idea in my head that there probably will be one. I've been looking at like there's one song which. I'm gonna say this now, and I hope it actually does make it to the album. But I've got something called Natural Monsters, and that is gonna be on it.
Definitely.
Whenever that happens, that is gonna be on it. but like maybe not the version of it that's out at the moment is not going to be the same as the one that is.
What is it?
Well, people that have seen us live will know the difference is a lot heavier. There's a lot more guitar involved. Yeah, that's the one song I know that if it's up to me, one song I'd say, it's going to be on it.
Yeah,
it's that song.
Yeah, definitely. I've asked this earlier, but
that's all right.
If you just elaborate on the genre of...
So the genre of the new is a mixture between like rock and dance. Some people say, well, it kind of like because you know how it's so hard to like describe your sound when you talk to people. I kind of like the thing that stuck the most is imagine the Killers go to Ibiza. That's basically it. Yeah.
No, that's a
so
good
it's like
sound.
it's like that Killers kind of like big guitar sound, but with a bit of like I don't know, dancey, Party Island vibe behind
something
it.
behind it.
Yeah.
No, I get that. That is a good idea. Like,
thank you, man.
If you're has it got some drops and that?
Yes.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
Exactly, man. People love the drops. I love the drops as well.
Everyone does.
Sucker for a good drop. Yeah.
So in the future, what are your like hopes? So end of 2019, 2020 kind of
End
thing.
of 2019. I mean, I would love to like. I don't know. I love. It's a hard one. I don't know. I would just want like the new to kind of like get bigger and bigger. Really. By the end of this year, I want to be at the point where like. I guess I could say at the point I'd like to be, I don't know, well, there might be something coming in like November time that I'll be doing.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say too much about it. Something else you might be hearing, which I can't say a lot about. But if that, like, I would like that to kind of like go well. And like, I'm putting on this night called New Stock, and it's going to be basically like me showcasing some acts around town. There's going to be some people, I would want, maybe, I don't know, one of those shows to sell out or something like that. That's what I'm aiming for anyway.
I can definitely help you to try and do that.
Thank you, man.
No,
I appreciate that.
If I'll be along anyway. Like documenting it, but just tell me where and when it is, and we'll at that.
I think like a lot of the stuff that like I wanted to do this year was like for the summer. Like I really wanted to play like kind of like a big festival or something like that summer. We got that with Boardmasters, and then like the EP itself was the big thing for this year. So I think I'm not gonna say anything, but like something might happen soon.
Something might happen. So what's the biggest problem like you face so far in the band?
Biggest problem I face, well, the thing is, as a solo artist, you kind of you have to, it's like if there's an issue or something going on, there's something personal or something like that, it's not like you've got three people to kind of like keep you going together. Everyone relies on you, so it's kind of like you're the only person on the train, and if you get off the train will stop. You got to keep the train moving.
So what's the biggest problem that you noticed in the industry so far?
So in the industry so far, I noticed something recently, right, and it was the Taylor Swift confrontation, and I noticed that it was about like something about like the manager asking. So I know obviously it's about the masters and stuff, and like how she wasn't allowed to. She said that she wasn't allowed to even buy them before they got sold to someone else. But then the management company came back. I can't remember the guy. Sean something or another came back and said, no, we did. You just didn't want to buy them. But then they said there was something to do with like a deal that was about an artist signing more for just an amount of time than for like a bunch of records. And I just don't like the idea of like compressing art into this robotic format of like we own you for this amount of time. But things I don't know the ins and outs of it, so I could be wrong. But like, I just saw it and something really didn't sit right with me. When I saw like a deal that's about a certain amount of time, because what's that going to be based on, like amount of streams per month or something like that, and it's like you can't express yourself as an artist the way you want to, because you just have to like it could just basically mean they're like, can you just do the same thing that you're great at all the time, please? And it's like, well, I want to do this and I want to do that. We're artists, we kind of indulge into different mediums, is that the right word? We do a lot of different things, or we like to have a lot of variety.
Well, if you don't, it's just like, don't get me wrong, I love Catfish and the Bottommen, but their formulas stayed the same throughout every single album. Like Arctic Monkeys, anyone who knows me, I always go on about them.
You have every right to do that as well. They are amazing.
They have they've gone from Favourite Worst Nightmare, which is a rock album, to a psychedelic album, to like a kind of new age jazz album. It's so different. Like,
definitely.
But it must just because like their their records or whatever record company. I don't know, but
it's Domino that they did. Domino apparently are amazing.
Yeah.
Like to have to be under.
So
yeah.
How did you actually come up with the band name? Was it?
So the band name was kind of like, I basically like, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of just like. I'm trying to really remember. It was like, I always say different things for different times, but I don't want to do that. Like, it came from this idea of like wanting to combine things together. And like, I've always been told by people that like your music doesn't fit in this box. It sounds like this, but it doesn't really fit in that. And I was like, okay, well, is it new? Yeah. And then I was like thinking, like, I just had the idea, like, right, the name needs to be something new. Yeah. And then this guy who I used to be friends with in Brighton, he said to me, he was like, oh, your name is always in front of you. You just can't see it. Yeah. And then one day it literally just went like that, and I was like, I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's good.
I remember we were gonna call a band, was it The Life or something like that? Yeah. I was gonna call the new The Life or something like that when I was in Brighton, and then everyone was just, I was speaking to loads of people and they're like, no, don't do that. And I was just like, yeah, I shouldn't do that.
Good idea.
Can't really call like a broke student from Brighton The Life. It doesn't really work. But then I like the idea of I kind of stick to my head. I like the band names. A lot of people are like, oh no, I don't like the band names, and it's just I feel like they stick. It just shows that you are that one thing. And then, that's that's really where it came from. It was just kind of like a light bulb moment.
No, it happens. Like if you think about it, you're never gonna know. Like it's even like songs like they come to you like the weirdest time.
Yeah, exactly. Like wasn't it Noel Gallagher wrote Supersonic in like 10 minutes? Just backstage or like a dressing room. Or something like
it's just mad, ain't it?
Yeah.
You noticed that? Like?
Yeah. The I think it came out the